Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Jo and this is Joey Sewy, where I talk about sewing, knitting, creativity and life. Today it's part 2 of my epic fabric haul where I show you the fabrics that I actually bought. Welcome back. I hope you made it all the way through the other video. It was long, but there was a reason why it was long. And hey, it's fabric, so and as I said at the end of that video, I did actually make some purchases. So here are the things that I bought. They're all from the last retailer that I mentioned, the eBay seller called Regency Rags Fabric Store, and there'll be a link to them down below. I just found them through another person's word of mouth and I found them to be pretty good. Their messaging service is a little bit slow sometimes, and occasionally they seem to have one person who does know what they're talking about answering messages and another person who doesn't always know what they're talking about answering messages. But in terms of placing the orders and all of that stuff, it's been fine, and there's been nothing that hasn't been able to be sorted out via messages. Fabric. Most of these you saw in my samples video, but there are a couple that I just chucked in my cart without a sample. After all that about samples, I know. So number one is this. I got 3 meters of this scuba because I am thinking of making a coat with it. I don't like to fix myself to plans because I change my mind quite a lot. And we are moving into spring, but I really like the Paper Cut Pattern Sapporo coat. I think it's called Sapporo. I will put a link to it and I'll put you a picture up. So look, there's masses. The Sapporo coat is kind of like a cocoon coat. And it needs a lot of fabric. I want to try it because it's a really different shape for me, and I wanted to try it in a reasonable priced fabric. So this long piece, which is 3 meters, cost me about £8.50. So I can afford to make it and decide I don't like it. And then if I do like it, to get something really nice, like maybe some wool or something to make a coat, either for next winter, or I'm always cold, so I'll make myself a wool coat for summer. That would work for my kind of body temperature. Anyway, so that is, and I love the geometric kind of visual illusion thing that's going on with this fabric. I just think it's great. So that is plan A for this fabric, is to make a toile / wearable toile sample garment for the Sapporo coat from Paper Cut Patterns. So fabric number 2, you also did see in my samples video. It is this Dogtooth Check, and I am fancying a pair of trousers out of this. This is exactly what I bought this fabric for. It's got stretch in it, so that is lengthways stretch. Let's check the widthways stretch. Let's see. Yeah, so the fabric has very little stretch widthways, but it does have stretch lengthways. So what that's going to mean, when I cut my pattern out, I'm probably going to cut it with the grain line not going along, but the grain line going across, because on a pair of trousers, you need the stretch to be going, if you've only got stretch in one direction, you need it to be going around your legs, not down your legs. So I will be cutting this with the top of the fabric being the selvage. Yeah, but that's fine. And I got 2 meters of that because they sell in whole meters. So the fabric is cheap, but you can't buy partial meters. I think this was about £3 a metre. I will put a link to the fabric store in the comments below. They go through stock pretty fast, and I've had this haul a week or so, so it may actually be that they're not in stock, but they have so many different fabrics and they've got turnover all the time. It's really worth a look. So fabrics number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, so all of the rest of the fabrics are related to the video I did recently about copying my favourite t-shirts. So here's the group of them. Some of them you saw in the samples video, some of you didn't. They're all or at least plan A for all of them, is to make those long sleeve t-shirts, because like I said, I love them, I wear them loads and I want lots of them. Oh, from memory I bought a metre of each of these and they're about £2.50 to £3 each. So I got that gorgeous blue stripe. You can see what I'm wearing. I love a stripe. Blue stripe, really nice. And although I didn't get a sample of it, they had a pink. Oh, look at that. So I got the pink too, because of course you would at that price. Woo! So yeah, look at that. I like those. All the stripes. I'm thinking I may do a top with a cowl neck with one of them. Maybe the pink one. I don't know. But yeah, I love those. Then I've got a plain blue, which will definitely be for a layering t-shirt. That was in my sample haul. It's quite a nice heavyweight jersey. I have no idea about the time on making any of these, but they will be made. This one I didn't get a sample of. I chucked it into my cart at the last minute, but it's a spot jersey. So again, I felt that would be really useful in my wardrobe as a layering piece underneath things. So it's destined to be a long sleeve t-shirt as well. And that's what that one's going to be. And the last one you also saw in my sample video, and that's the black and white stripe. Hey stripes, are you amazed? No, you're not. Yeah, so that's the black and white stripe, and that is also destined to be a t-shirt. So pretty functional, but don't we need clothes that we actually wear? I see so many videos of people making pretty dresses, and if you have a life where you make pretty dresses, that's wonderful. I'm very pleased for you. I do not have a life where I wear pretty dresses. I have a life where I wear t-shirts. And so I should make t-shirts, right? Not just t-shirts, but yeah. I said at the start of my sample video that one of the reasons why I'd gone crazy on getting samples was because I wanted to be really much more mindful about the fabric I actually bought. So see it in person before I get it. And I guess what I'm talking about is similar. I want to make stuff that I actually want to wear. There are some things that sometimes you want to make because they're just beautiful, or maybe you want the sewing challenge. And frankly, it's not my business why you want to sew. I'm just telling you why I want to sew. And at the moment I'm really into, I want to sew the stuff I really want to wear on a day-to-day basis. So hence a haul full of basics. Now that video has been way shorter than the last one. I hope you still enjoyed it. I think the next video I'm going to make is going to be a little bit more detail on how I made that t-shirt. Haven't decided yet, but that is like, if it doesn't come up next, it will definitely come up soon. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, and I will be back in the blink of an eye. Bye for now.